Hello, fellow moms of teens. You are probably often finding yourself thinking, what am I doing wrong? Like, why aren't things getting better? I'm stuck in this cycle with this teen, and they continue to do bad things, and nothing I can do is right. And I'm going to give you a couple of ideas of what you may be doing that are getting in the way of you just being the parent that you can be. So one is you make it about your teen. You're thinking that there's something wrong with them, that, there are no other teens like this. They're not learning. It's something about a capability, right? Like that they just can't do any better, right? And the other thing is you are making it about you and how you are as a parent. And that would be, there's something that I'm doing that isn't right. Other moms aren't having this problem. And, about the capabilities of yourself. Like it's just something that I can't learn. I'm never going to get it. And, when is this teen thing going to be over? And so you're putting it into like the hands of something else. It's outside of your control. And then when you do that, you're not coming up with other solutions. You're not finding like, what are the reasons that my teen is doing this? What are the reasons my teen is doing this? All of these separate incidents, you're not looking for solutions and reasons. And you're not asking the right questions, like, where can we improve? Or, what didn't work this time? What could be changed? What might we try? All of these questions that can kind of bring up other ideas, think outside the box. You're probably stuck in, I don't know. There's probably a lot of I don't know. Like, I don't know why they keep getting into trouble. I don't know why they don't want to go to school. I don't know why they won't get off the phone. And they're just not good. They are, you start defining them. They're a liar. I can't, make them do it. And it all ends up getting into this one big overarching problem that my teen is just trouble, and it's overwhelming, right? And you want to give up, throw in the towel because it's just too much. Well, we can change this by taking that big problem and breaking it down. I don't know if you work outside the home, but in a lot of jobs, you have to, take each problem and find a solution, right? And if you start to look at it this way, look at your teen as like a work project, and you break it down into smaller problems, smaller bite-sized problems, you will be able to just look at it more objectively and, separate yourself from this big problem that they're bad. So what I want you to think about right now is like, what's the percentage of time that you're spending each day just thinking about this big problem that you don't know what to do about, and, maybe complaining to your friends or family that it's not changing, it's not going to get better, it's this big problem, right? Now, on the other hand, what percentage of the time are you considering each problem individually? I'm guessing that you're probably more stuck in this big overwhelming problem and not really spending the time on each little problem. And that can, get you to where there are no solutions. And we want to slow down and look at each individual issue, change the way we're thinking about it, change our mindset. So you should sit down, look at this problem, ask some questions. Why are they doing this? What were they thinking? And you should maybe have an aha moment, like, aha, they're not bad. It was actually because they were feeling scared, or it was actually because they were tired, things that we can relate to. We understand not just that they're bad, they don't know any better, they're not getting any better, they're not learning, or, the problems with ourselves, right? So you should sit down, think about this problem, change your mindset about it, and you should get up a little bit excited, knowing that it isn't this huge problem. It is something bite size, and it's something that can change very easily through maybe some conversations that you weren't having because it was constant arguing or yelling or this big overarching problem that's unsolvable. So I'd like to give you an example so that you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to give you a hypothetical, experience. This may or may not have happened in my home. So you and your significant other go out on a date, right? And you say to your teen, nobody's allowed in the house, right? And they understand, sure, I'm just going to play video games. And you go out, you have a good time, and then you get home and your teen either says, hey, how's it going? Nothing crazy happened, They may even come out right and say, yeah, nobody came over. I just played video games, right? But either way, nothing happened. Well, then, you start going about your business and you see that the gate is open to, the front yard, the fence. And there's multiple towels that weren't there before. Just things that are, indicating that people were here at the house. And so if you're anything like me, your brain kind of goes to, they were lying, they lied to me. What do they think? I was born yesterday, again, making it about them, making it about me. You want to go and attack and yell and call them a liar. And maybe you ground them from their friends, from hanging out with their friends as a punishment. And then, on top of it, for lying, you're going to lose your phone too. And so, of course, your teen is upset and angry, and there may be arguing and all that going on. But then, the next day, there's a school day, they're maybe thinking, well, I'm just not going to go to school. I'll show them, right? And they're like, I'm not going to go to school. And you're like, well, you got to go to school. And then it comes into an argument, and you're not sick. Do you have a fever? All this. And they're already a liar in your brain. So, you're not believing them. And again, we have this big overarching problem where our teen is a liar and they're a sneak and they want to blow off school now. And it's just, turned into something that is like not fixable, right? And so this is where we typically end up, right? And like maybe you go onto a Facebook group and ask questions like, what do you do when? Or you call a family member and you complain, or any number of things to just continue to, spend your mental energy on this huge problem that you have, this teen that is just bad. Well, here's the deal. We're going to break down each little thing and show you how you get to solving each little problem instead of having this overarching problem. So let's look at it one by one. So first and foremost, they decided to break the rule and have someone over. Now, I'm going to guess that your teen wasn't thinking, I want to break rules, so I'm having people over, right? I'm guessing they were thinking something like, I want to have fun. Excuse me. Or, they're thinking their parents are out and they're having fun. Why shouldn't I have fun, right? And nothing's going to happen, right? So they're thinking these things, and it's not anything out of the ordinary. These are thoughts that we have. I want to have fun. That's a normal thought. And so they go and they have their fun. And then you get home and then you say, did somebody come over? Or, and they're thinking, I don't want to get in trouble. and they're feeling scared. So of course, their initial response, the impulsive part of their brain is like, no, I didn't have anyone over, right? And so, they're not thinking, oh, I want to lie. I want to, make my parents angry. I want to be a bad person. They're just thinking, I don't want to get in trouble. I'm feeling scared. And then when it comes to school, I don't know, it could be a number of things like I'm tired. I'd rather lay in bed. I'm not getting the greatest grades, so why go anyways, right? And this one may have a little bit of revenge in it sometimes, where the teen is probably like, I'm grounded, they took away my phone, I don't get anything, and so I'll show them I'm not going to go to school. What are they going to drag me out of bed? But then again, it's not that it's like this malicious, behavior that they want to be a bad person. They don't want to get better. They don't want to improve. It's just these thoughts that are pretty innocent if you think about it. And they just, need to learn and, mature and, through conversation, and talking about other solutions to the problem, you can get to a better place rather than, where we were at the beginning, where they were just terrible kid, it's unsolvable, and it's never going to get better, right? So to wrap it up, what you need to avoid thinking is that it's about them, it's about who they are, or it's about me and it's about who I am. And, then you can kind of separate yourself from the situation and look at each individual issue that you're experiencing and, take an objective look, be rational, be understanding, be open to solutions, open to creating, consequences that they're aware of, and, getting to a better place with your teen so that you're not arguing, you're not frustrated, you're not angry, and, possibly even like working together on this transformation to adulthood. So in my program, we go deep into some of these things. We learn how to deal with our teen, what they're thinking that's causing them to behave a certain way, and become more understanding of what they're going through, and also understanding what we're thinking about all that they're going through and how they're behaving, and how we can take control of the way we show up as parents. So if you're interested, go ahead and check out ilovemyteen.com. There's a program for 8 weeks. As well, continue to watch these videos on ilovemyteen.tube. Hope you subscribe, and we'll keep weekly updates on how to love your teen. All right, take care.